Lululemon Athletica is a Canadian retailer specializing in yoga clothing apparel. It was founded in 1998 by Chip Wilson. Chip Wilson created the sportswear empire after he sold his first company, West Beach Snowboard Limited. After taking his first commercial yoga class, Wilson felt that the cotton clothing he was using was completely inappropriate for the sweaty, stretchy power yoga he practiced. So he started Lululemon, a design studio by day and a yoga studio by night to help pay the rent. But eventually, it turned into a standalone store in November 2000. In 2001, the company began selling yoga wear. In 2008, Christine Day joined as CEO. Day spent 20 years climbing the leadership ranks at Starbucks. Among the challenges that Day would inherit were underperforming stores, mismanagement of the real estate strategy in many of the new U.S. markets, and poorly supervised construction at many sites, causing escalating costs and quality concerns. Day announced her departure as CEO in June 2013 after one of the company's core products, Black Luan yoga pants, were pulled. Laurent Potdevin replaced Day as CEO. Due to various controversial statements made by Chip Wilson, he resigned as chairman in 2013 and from the board in 2015. In 2018, Potdevin resigned as CEO. Since Lululemon was first founded in 1998, it has become a main competitor for companies such as Nike, Under Armour, and Athleta. It has grown and developed to be a major yoga wear company. In 2005, Lululemon was a privately held $40 million entrepreneurial startup with less than 20 stores in Canada. By the time Christine Day became CEO in 2008, Lululemon had become a publicly traded $350 million company with close to 100 stores. By 2014, it had 254 locations across the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. By 2015, Lululemon had established 354 locations with a staggering revenue of $1.79 billion. Lululemon's internal strengths and weaknesses. Some of Lululemon's internal strengths include brand identity, strong social media presence, and its strong leadership. When it comes to brand identity, Lululemon has developed for itself a strong brand that has a widespread reputation of making high-quality products. The company also facilitated the yoga pants trend, and as a result has successfully established itself as a brand for the fashionable guy or girl. When it comes to its strong social media presence, Lululemon has a Twitter account with thousands of followers and a Facebook page with over 1 million likes. These numbers are mostly caused by the company's knack for developing creative content that captures readers' minds. In today's technological and social age, this will surely keep them relevant. In addition to these ongoing strengths, Lululemon has developed some new strengths as a brand that has attempted to pull itself out of a crisis. Between CEOs Christine Day and Laurent Potdevin, both were able to confront the challenges head-on, bringing the company to new heights. Lululemon has a few internal failures and weaknesses. One was its failure to meet quality standards. The other was its public relations crisis. Lululemon is known to make high-quality products, a claim that was compromised through the recall scandals. The company claimed at one point that their clothing was made with seaweed extract when in fact it didn't. The combination of Lululemon's high-profile brand status and its failure to meet quality standards makes the company prone to bad press. The public relations crisis. Founder Chip Wilson is both outspoken and offensive. Wilson has a long history of making racist, classist, and sexist comments that precedes the current crisis. For a company whose focus is supposed to be on health and wellness, should not promote negative messages on body image.
Two of the strengths of Lululemon include brand recognition and athletic demographic. Seeing the logo allows people to know the brand. Fun fact actually is the logo is supposed to be a letter A for athletically hip, which was the original name of the company. Their products are everything someone would need to get ready for a workout, including yoga pants, sports bras, and yoga mats. Unfortunately, their weaknesses are higher prices and brand perception. Their products are expensive. You can easily get yoga pants there from anywhere from $50 to $100 and even more. Their brand perception has been running out of steam. As you will learn through this presentation, they have a tough competitor and they are running out of ideas. An opportunity that they have is international expansion. They are mostly in the United States and Canada. They have expanded to more and more countries each year, but they always do have an opportunity to expand to all the countries as well. Other than international expansion, they also have the ability to expand their products. They can do other products outside of the normal yoga pants, sports bras, etc. They can definitely expand it to different products. Their threats are definitely competition. As I said, you'll find out later that they do have a tougher competition and they're running out of ideas. Sales is definitely a threat for them. It's something that they have a hard time with just because I believe how high their prices are.
In addition to the points Carrie mentioned, an additional strength that Lululemon possesses is that they were able to create a cult-like following amongst their target audience. Their target audience involved sophisticated and educated women who are looking to balance not only work and a healthy lifestyle, but also life and having fun. They are also really good at keeping their brand and their products desirable by keeping them fresh and fashionable. Typically, activewear for women is basic amongst the competitors, and by keeping their styles fashionable, they're able to keep people coming back for more and limiting, a mass production where people don't feel their products are as unique. A weakness of Lululemon's is that their products target a yoga enthusiast. If they were to expand that type of fitness activity outside of just yoga, they may have more of an opportunity to further grow their company and increase sales. Further opportunities for the organization is definitely just making sure that they keep their products unique. Again, no woman wants to go into the same yoga class or Zumba class and 5 girls in the same room are wearing the same shirt or the same yoga pants. And especially when their target audience is this sophisticated and educated woman, she's going to want to make sure she's unique and offers something different. And that following isn't going to be able to stay alive if they're not able to keep the products unique and grow as the market grows. And a threat that the company has is, again, just any negative publicity that's still remaining from the recall on yoga pants that were see-through. Negative publicity, especially when, again, their target audience is this sophisticated and educated woman. They want to make sure that they're investing their money properly and into good products. And if they're paying high money for products that aren't worth what they're paying for, they may lose some of that following.
So now I'm going to talk to you about the nature of the company's business level strategy. So first I want to discuss who the target market is of Lululemon. I believe that the target market is mostly women currently. Most of their shoppers are athletic and into fitness or are thinking about getting into fitness. Before opening their stores, they are focused on creating sustainable future growth and expanding globally as a multi-channel and multi-brand organization. Their vision is to elevate the world from mediocrity to greatness by focusing on quality over quantity. So they really focus on their products and try to expand their products. Every time you buy something from Lululemon, you will get an inspirational shopping bag. As you can see in the picture there, that is a picture of the inspirational shopping bag. That is a great marketing strategy because just like the logo, everyone knows the inspirational bag. So reasons to invest with Lululemon. There are 3 really popular reasons. They turned a corner. So new styles help them grow their revenue. They were struggling when they first started, just as any new company usually does. But the new products have definitely helped them. Recent products are performing well. There is a product called the Inlight Sports Bra. It has synthetic fabric and it has increased their sales by 24%. Growing fast overseas, which is a great opportunity for them. So in Asia, business continues to grow at a triple-digit rate, and in Europe, sales increased by 40%. So now I'm going to talk about Lululemon's structure and control systems. Lululemon's structure focuses on creativity and design. Standing out requires a fierce commitment to constant innovation and functional performance. I also found some reviews of past and current workers and what they felt were the pros and cons of working with Lululemon. Some of the pros included community involvement, free workout classes, team-oriented, leadership development, and benefits. Unfortunately, some of the cons were commission-based, glass ceiling effect, so they can't get past the store manager position to move up the chain. Schedule, with the hours, a lot of them were working weekends, so they didn't have the work-life balance that they wanted. Not getting the time off, which allows the workers to feel burned out. And unfortunately, there were poor management. So I also found an article from Business Insider that interviewed a past experience of an employee for Lululemon. So I'm going to talk about the interview. So the first question that was asked was, how did Lululemon train you? So this worker said, her first day, they started giving you books, and they also gave you CDs to listen to about what it takes to be successful. She also talked about the perks of the job. They paid for unlimited fitness classes for their employees, yoga, Pilates, dance, anything else. You just bring in your receipt and get reimbursed. She also noticed about the company's strategy. They tried to make it look like the product is sparse out in the store, even if they had a ton of stuff in the back room. She said they would only carry 1 or 2 of every size and then wouldn't replace it when it sold out. What kind of people succeed at Lululemon? She said, you have to drink the Kool-Aid a bit, and if you're not going to drink it, you won't do well, and you probably won't like it. Most people do like working there. The next question was, did you sell on commission? They did group commission, which I thought was interesting, instead of individual. That actually made the associates happier because we weren't really competing with one another for customers. It was all for the greater good of the store. Why do you think Lululemon is so successful? She said, they have a great product and they know who to market it to. They impress their customers by having both reliable staples like basic bras, tops and pants, and fun items that surprise and wow you like jackets with removable hoods and pants with detachable parts. How do you feel about your role in the company? She said she was supposed to take ownership of the store. When you left, it was clear you were representing the company. If we went to fitness classes, we were supposed to tell others where we worked and maybe invite them to events. It was a lifestyle. In the end, the last question they asked her was, why did you leave Lululemon? She said, I felt like I needed to be very devoted to the company and kind of live and breathe Lulu. When I first started taking harder classes at school, I found it hard to balance both the job and the schooling. So in the end, I feel this interview really described the culture of Lululemon and how it was to be an employee there.
And looking at the external environment surrounding Lululemon, it's basically competition. So an external environment of a company is composed of what factors or influences affect how the business is operating, and what can they do to prevent any decline in sales and how to keep their margins high and sales high. So going back to that would be competition. Any business has to look at, well, what is everyone else doing? So again, Lululemon's number one competitor is Athleta. So as similar to Lululemon, where their target audience is this sophisticated, educated woman who's wanting this active lifestyle, Athleta's motto is, geared toward a woman who's getting it all done. And it's this power to the woman, not so much sophistication, but like this woman who can who's the go-getter, who's basically Wonder Woman. So it will be important for Lululemon to stay ahead of that and, again, expand on their weakness where it seems like they're targeting those yoga enthusiasts or the higher class woman, where if they want to stay in competition with Athleta, they're going to have to expand their target audience. In order to further look at external environment of Lululemon, we're going to look at the present threats and opportunities that the organization is facing. So in terms of present threats, they really have to worry about any bad publicity residue that's left over from their recall of see-through yoga pants. People, especially women, sophisticated and educated, are going to want to make sure that they're investing money, especially a lot of money, for activewear that is the quality as to what the price tag suggests it should be. Another threat involves competition. Again, Athleta, they are not as high scale in terms of quality or style and fashion, but their prices are well within a wider range group of women that can afford their clothing. Again, high prices and the keeping the want alive. So they have to make sure that they're keeping their styles more fashionable, rotating through things, keeping everything new and cutting edge. That way they're keeping that cult following alive. In terms of opportunities, they need to attend to the growing wants and needs of their followers. They're going to, whether that involves social media, keeping up on that, using Instagram and hashtags, and just keeping their brand alive in all the media facets that are out there and everyone's keeping an eye on. They're also going to need to make sure that they remain unique in their style. Again, keep their things fashionable. Don't mass produce the same thing. Improve quality. And if they can, lower their prices in certain instances. And looking at future threats and opportunities that Lululemon may face is, again, competition, prices, their style, any lackluster. We don't want Lululemon to become yesterday's fad. Opportunities, again, making sure that they're keeping their brand unique. Don't let their following or culture die. You don't want, again, mass produce so much of the same articles of clothing that leave these sophisticated and educated women going to their fitness class and 5 women in the class are wearing the same shirt or the same pants or have the same bag or the same yoga mat. Right now it's all about being unique and having this style, and they're not going to be able to do that if they don't keep their brands and their products unique. Again, any future marketing strategies, they got to keep their customers interested using what's new and what's trending in the market. Lululemon's corporate level strategy is that they're targeting a specific lifestyle, not just a product. They're creating the brand, they're creating the cult-like following, and they're able to do that by making their strategy to convince their target audience that to be this sophisticated, educated woman who has a healthy and active lifestyle and is balancing everything and on the top of her game, wears Lululemon clothing. And now they're able to do that and possibly further develop their corporate level strategy by growing their business in terms of adding men's line of clothing, a children's line of clothing, and they're able to stabilize their strategy again by keeping their products in good quality after their recall, keeping them fashionable, keeping their name recognition alive, and targeting their sector of active women. To keep the renewal coming, they need to be on point with their promotion of women having fun being fit.
The following are our recommendations. We believe that Lululemon should continue to emphasize more on men and on children. They should add more affordable products, and they should continue to expand internationally. They should also expand their sizes and collaborate with another company or competitor. They should also keep rotating out clothing to keep style